Hey everyone, if you haven't seen the most recent video that I posted, then you might not be aware that Ubisoft Plus had recently been found to be working on Google Stadia outside the US by multiple people. This is kind of a big deal because a lot of people don't use Stadia in the United States. In fact, a large portion of our audience is outside the US. And for all of those people who are outside the US, they didn't have access to Google Stadia and Ubisoft Plus at the same time. Well, now you do. If you live in one of these countries, it is now available for you to sign up for 14 bucks a month. Actually, I think it's 15 bucks a month or 15 euros a month. Here's the list. It's now expanding into Canada, the UK, France, Germany, Belgium, and Switzerland. In addition to the Ubisoft Plus news, Ubisoft is releasing a whole bunch more games on the platform. Starting, well, I don't want to say starting with. I was about to say starting with Rainbow Six Siege, but we don't know. So on the Ubisoft E3 presentation, which is upcoming, I believe, on the 12th of June, which is not long. It's really soon. I think that's in like 10 days from today. They're going to be talking about Rainbow Six Siege. I'm guessing, and this is just a guess on my part, but I'm guessing that they are going to announce right then it's available now on Google Stadia, which is always a good thing. I always love it when companies keep things under wraps and then they say, and here it is, and you could play it right now. That's always awesome. So that's what I'm anticipating right there. They also did reiterate the launch date of Far Cry 6, which a lot of people, myself included, are super excited about. I'm excited about it because I love Giancarlo Esposito. I think he's a fantastic actor, and I can't wait to see what he does with this role of El Presidente. That game is coming on October 7th. But then there's a bunch of other games from Ubisoft that are also coming to Google Stadia this year. Let me list them off for you. We've got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry 3, Rayman Legends, Child of Light, and of course, like I already said, Rainbow Six Siege. Of all of those games, which are you most excited to play on Google Stadia? I'm looking at the list on my iPad right now, and honestly, I've never played any of these games, so these are all like brand new to me. But I'm going to say that the one that I'm most interested in, and this is going to be weird, is Rainbow Six Siege. It's incredibly popular, probably for a really good reason. And as much as most of the time I don't care for military shooters, I can't wait to try this one out and see what it's like. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below which of these games you are more interested in, and which games do you think we're going to be getting at E3. My guess is we're going to be getting more than one of these games at E3. What would be amazing is if they announced all of these games will be available on June 12th. Well, all of the games that we don't have release dates for, because it's like I said before, it's always fun when you get the CEO or the person standing up on stage, or in this case the virtual stage, because E3 is virtual this year. They say, and it's available now. And it would be amazing if all of these games were available now. Let me know in the comment section down below which games you're most interested in. Alright, sometimes I'm dumb. And I was in the middle of editing this video when I realized that I left out a really important point that I definitely wanted to talk about. So we were all kind of discussing this in the community Discord. There is a link in the description down below. And Kodiak Moonwolf noticed something on the Ubisoft Plus page. Now, I don't know if this has never really been noticed before, or if I just noticed before and forgotten about it because I don't use Ubisoft Plus. But there's a line in here about the fact that this is in beta and that things are going to change once beta is over. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. So let me read you what this line actually says. It says, cloud gaming access will be available with Ubisoft Plus subscription until the end of beta at no additional cost. After the beta, cloud gaming access will require an additional monthly fee. What does that mean? Well, first off, it means that if you are a subscriber to Ubisoft Plus and you're going to play on PC or PlayStation or Xbox. I don't know if it's available on Switch, probably not. But if you're going to be on one of those platforms, then there's no additional cost associated with playing on those platforms. But there is an additional cost that's going to occur after the beta period's over with cloud gaming and Ubisoft Plus. And I'm not sure what the reason is. The only thing that I can think of, and if this has already been hashed out and I have just forgotten about this because, like I said at the beginning of this little interruption, I'm an idiot sometimes. I wonder if it has something to do with game states, like save states. Like they have to, like when you're a subscriber to Ubisoft Plus and you're playing on your Xbox, well, it's saved to your Xbox. When you're a subscriber to Ubisoft Plus and you're playing on your PlayStation, your games are saved to your PlayStation. But they have to be, like, your save states have to be stored somewhere. So maybe that's the reason for the cloud subscription to be a little bit more. Now, we don't know how much more. If I were a betting man, and I'm not, but if I were a betting man, I would say like $2 more a month would be agreeable. Maybe not agreeable. Palatable is probably the words that I was thinking of. I think that would be palatable. What do you think? Do you think that what's the right price point once the beta's over for how much is okay to charge people for playing in the cloud? And I totally understand if some people say they shouldn't be allowed to charge more for playing in the cloud because I'm already paying a subscription to play on other platforms, but at the same time, you don't have to have a Stadia Pro subscription. And is that increase in the cloud price negated by perhaps a subscription to Stadia Pro or a subscription to Luna Plus? Or if you're subscribing to Ubisoft Plus through Luna, is there an extra cloud subscription on top of that? Answers we don't know yet, but this particular little caveat in the wording here piques my curiosity. All right, back to Bill before he was editing. Back to on-camera Bill? I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Don't forget to click on subscribe, and if you're already subscribing to stuff, do me a favor. Check out my Apple channel. It's all about tech. Just go to youtube.com/c/Bill Fairchild. There's a link in the description down below, and subscribe over there. If you change your mind, you can always unsubscribe later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.